I'm Amy Cherry.
So it looks like there's some compromise happening here.
That's Nate McLaughlin, chair of the Flagler County Commission, who says he's encouraged by news that Flagler County could be getting to keep the short-term vacation rental rules it already has in place. The issue has become quite a political football.
Of course, it's not over till it's over. It's still got to be negotiated out on the House side also, and a compromise between the House and the Senate as well as within the Senate.
Both the House and the Senate had moved to take away local control of inspections on short-term rentals. The county argued that would have left the rentals largely unchecked and potentially unsafe.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
And then there were three. Yet another candidate in the search for the next superintendent of Flagler County Schools withdraws their candidacy. This time it's Phyllis Edwards, who had previous district experience and was a superintendent in Georgia. Mary Rose Hamilton reports.
Candidates themselves are turning their back on the district as they conclude they'd rather not work for this board. The search has been hurried and messy and has coincided with a tense stretch on the board. Relatively few candidates applied, even fewer made the eligibility list. Just 41 people had initially applied, but 29 remained after withdrawals and disqualifications. The three remaining candidates to be interviewed Thursday are James Tagger, current principal at Atlantic High School in Port Orange, Jeffrey Umbaugh, an administrator with Clay County Schools, and Gerald Wilson, former superintendent of Worcester, Maryland County Schools. On May 2nd, members of the Flagler County School Board will hold a workshop on the superintendent appointment at 9 a.m. and a special board meeting that evening in board chambers at the Government Services Building, where the board will vote to choose the next superintendent. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
Palm Coast residents get a tour of how their water system works. Ben Smith has more.
It's not every day you have a ribbon cutting for a weir, but that's exactly what happened yesterday in Palm Coast. Mayor Melissa Holland says the rebuilt BS2 weir is part of a vital network that also includes ditches and canals.
The weirs allow us to control the stormwater runoff, to prevent flooding, and the system has proven to be very effective within our community over the years.
Dr. Ann Shortell of St. John's River Water Management says the project will be immediately beneficial.
These upgrades provide added flood control, better ability to raise and lower the water levels.
It's a timely project with hurricane season just around the corner and memories of Hurricane Matthew still fresh in people's minds. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Ben Smith.
It's that time of year, time to get rid of your expired medications. Prescription Drug Take-Back Day is April 29th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. that Saturday. You can take your expired or unused over-the-counter medications or prescription drugs to 4 locations across Flagler County. Leaving the substances in your home can cause harm to your family. Flushing them down the toilet isn't very environmentally friendly either. No personal information is required at the collection. They'll just take your medicines and let you go on your way. Drop-off locations are the Palm Coast Precinct of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office or public supermarkets at Palm Coast Town Center, Island Walk, or Belterre Crossings. Last year, more than 420 pounds of medication were dropped off on Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.